So we have to get this far translator.
So, big hand for director Yudai Yamaguchi, co-director Sakaguchi, the main for the first time on the stage, actor for the Red Tiger role, Arata Yamanaka. Arata also appears in Karate Robo's Morgar, which we showed at the festival this year. He's a guy dressed like an Indian. And he plays a Yakuza in Hell Driver also, which we showed in May. And his voice appears in Deadpool. So, yes. What do you guys think of the film? I was wondering if you guys can tell us a little bit about the original work, the background of the film. It came from a comic book?
原作このコミックがですね、マジンガー Z とかデビルマンを描いた永井豪さんの一番弟子である石川健さんの代表作です。
The original comic is written by his name Ken Ishikawa, who is a #1 apprentice of Go Nagai. He's also other representative works are Deathman.
漫画は3巻出てまして、で今回の映画はそのうちの1巻を映画化したものです。
So there's 3 books of this manga out, and this film covers the first book.
で石川健さんは5年前に亡くなられていて、で今回の映画化を石川健さんの映画化は今回初めてなんですけど、それを映画化するにあたって遺族の方が大変協力していただきました。
Mr. Ishikawa actually died 5 years ago, and this is the first time one of his works has been adapted to film, but his surviving family has been very supportive of this adaptation.
でこの試写を、ご覧になった後に僕たちのところに来てくれて涙を浮かべて最高だった父親に見せてあげたかったと息子さんがおっしゃっていただきました。
After the screening, they came up to me and the son said, "This was really amazing, and I wish my father could have seen this." And he said this with tears in his eyes.
So, question for Taku. This is so a lot of people were here who saw Versus just now at the 5 o'clock screen. Raise your hand. So, saw Versus. Well, this movie cost a little more than Versus cost. It's still a low-budget film. I was wondering if you could explain a little bit how you guys handled the action for this film. Was it in any different way than you did for Versus?
バーサスの頃は、バーサスの頃は、Thank you very much. バーサスの時は、まだその若かった、自分すごく若くて、アクションというものに対してよく分かってないという時もあったんですけど、そのヤクザウェポンの時は自分のチームゼロスがもう作って、ちょうど7年目になるので、そのチームも作っている、まあそうよく簡単に言うで作ってた。そうだけど自分でもチームを作って、でアクション監督もいくつか、何本かもいろいろなのやってたりして、そういう面では下村雄二とセッションして、でヤクザっぽくよりその綺麗な立ち回りというよりもすごくリアルにこだわって作りました。
When I did Versus, I was still very young, and I didn't really understand fully the world of action. And it's been 7 years since I created Team Zero, which is my action stunt team. And I've also, since Versus, have worked as an action fight director on a number of films, especially with directors like Shimomura Ryuji. And for this film, we really wanted all the fight choreography to be not so pretty or beautiful, but more Yakuza-like.
で実はヤクザウェポンは下村雄二がアクション監督やってて、で今度雄大さんのねデッドボールの下村雄二が使って、基本僕は自分のアクションを追求するために、ゼロスっていうアクションチームを作ったんですけど、最近はそのマイフレンドのねシモンが例えばラブエクスポージャーとかで使ったりして、 案外よそに貸して自分のところに帰ってこなくなりました。
So we had Shimomura Yuzi as an action director for this and also for the film Deadpool. And I mean, I created my own action team so I could really get into the kind of stunt work I was interested in, Team Zero. But now I've lent my team off to my friends like Shion Sono, the director of Love Exposure, and now I've lent the team out so much they haven't really come back to me.
で違うのは僕のマイチームだとそのヒッティングをすごく喜んで殴ってくれって言うんだけど、塩村裕二のチームはすごく憂鬱な顔でやってくるんで、その違いがちょっと嫌だな。
One big difference is that when I work with my team, they get really excited and say, hit me really hard. And when I work with Shimomura Yuji's team, they look really unhappy about getting hurt.
That's all.
Can you tell us a little bit about the one take, 4.5 minute scene that Taka mentioned in the intro?
あれは2テイク撮ったんですけど、で1テイク目のロッカールームの時の膝蹴りの時にその相手がその膝蹴りを怖がっちゃって避けちゃったんですよ。その時にそのまま着地して首をガクってなって、それで首の骨を折れちゃったんですけど。
So that 4.5 minute action sequence, we actually did it in just 2 takes. And during the first try, during the very early in the fight when we're still in the locker room and I go to knee kick somebody, the person I was supposed to knee got scared and backed off and avoided the kneeing, and so I fell straight on there and actually it came up to my neck and I broke a bone in my neck in that moment.
でけど2テイク目で成功してそれを使ってます。
But I kept shooting and on the second shot we got it successfully.
Any questions from the audience for either of the guys? Anybody? Okay.
Now, who's your doctor? I want to also shoot stuff out of my crotch besides you.
You want what?
You man? なんだとどうかな。
どういうことですか？
またからしたいんでしょ。ミサイル。マンとウーマンと違いが。ディフェレンス。
Small prong, there's a difference between male and female anatomy.
多分男だと核弾頭になってしまう。男だと核弾頭になってしまう。
If it's a man, it might turn into a nuclear missile, so.
Any other questions? Yeah?
Just again, commend you on that scene that you shot, I guess, with a broken neck. You know, it gets out. I especially like that there was no music in the beginning because that made it seem that much more realistic, like kind of like a hyper-realistic film. I guess my question is, how long did you keep shooting with a broken neck?
最後まで、その日最後まで撮影続きました。
Till the end of that day.
自分も気づかなくてすごく痛いなと思ってたんですけど、で病院行ったら完全に折れてるよって言われたんですよね。
I didn't realize it myself. I thought it really hurt a lot, and I went to the hospital and said, you know, it's completely broken.
筋肉がなかったら死んでるよって言われて。
Said if you didn't have all those muscles on your neck, you would have been dead.
The tough man. Some other questions down here?
So during the Q&A for the film Versus, you mentioned that you had fought a bear. And
A bear.
I have to ask, is that story really true?
Did you really fight the bear? Question.
クマの話皆さん聞きたいですか？
Would you like to hear the story of the bear that he's mentioned?
Yeah, absolutely.
Arata, a bear.
They're gonna act it out for you. Arata is the bear.
長野の、太郎 こでの山で修行してたんです、冬は。
I was deep in training in the middle of winter in the Nagano Prefecture in a mountain called Tidal Zone.
それで冬、そのナタ、朝起きて、ナタでこう木をね、こう着てたわけですよね、僕は。
I woke up in the morning and I was chopping wood.
ね、それでどうしてもこう、Iはこうピーをしたいなと思って。
I really had a pee.
でこうおしっこをこうしてたわけですね。
I was pissing.
そしたら後ろからガサッと音がした。
I didn't hear a rustle behind me.
で終わって
And I finished.
でこうやって振り返ったらここにいたって。
And I turned around and he was right there.
でお互いに見つめ合ってまず動かなくなる。
So we first stared at each other and nobody moving.
でナタがあったからこうナタをゆっくりと取りました、こうやって。
I was leaning down, I had my axe and I was leaning down slowly to pick it up.
そして僕のおじいちゃんにこう言われたんですよ。熊は立たしたら絶対にダメだよ。
My grandfather told me if you ever let a bear stand up, you'll lose.
熊のその手はその人間の首の骨を一発で折ることができる。
If the bear gets up, you can break your neck with one swipe of the paw.
だから立たせる前だなと思い、そのまま走っていき、
So I thought it was crucial, again, before he stands up, I ran
熊
towards
の
him.
口こうありますよね。
The bear has a snout like this.
でここの上の部分にナタを落としたんです
And I
ね。
dropped my weapon down right there.
そしたらこの上の部分だけ取れちゃって、
And then just that part fell off.
そして僕は急いで逃げました、これ。
Then I ran away as fast as I could.
From animal lover attack Sakaguchi.
向井さんは太陽の役をやってくれます。
Thank you, Director Yudai, for playing the part of the sun.
So, maybe one or two more questions. There was somebody in the back? No? You give it up here?
I was reading your bio. It said you started out, I guess,
As a fighter?
as a fighter. When you just said you were like training hard for Nagano Prefecture. What do you do now? Like what martial arts?
For training and practice?
ボクシングが、だいたい8年、8 years。8 years。
8 years of boxing,
で、キックボクシングが、5 years。
5 years of kickboxing,
で、総合格闘技が4年ですね、4 years。
4 years for all martial arts.
で、刀。
It's mixed
Mixed
martial
martial
arts
arts.
fighting.
MMA.
で、あと、刀が、6人ですね。結構もう最近はもうエブリで刀。
So I've been trained 6 years on using the katana sword, but recently I've been training on the katana sword every day.
それはなぜかっていうと、今までパンチとキックをね当ててきたんですけど、そろそろこの刀を人に当てる時代になってきたなと思って。
And the reason for that is, I think I've been punching and kicking people for a long time. I think we're moving into the time where I'm going to start cutting people.
Keep that in mind.
シオンそのと今一緒に今度帰って取ると思ってるのは、刀で人を延々と殺していくっていう話を作るんで、また皆さんとそれでお会いしたいですね。
And when I get back to Japan, I'm going to start working on a film with my friend director Shion Sono, in which there'll be endless katana fighting and killing. So I hope to see you guys again with that movie in tow.
Thank you for taking my questions. So I think that's it. A big round of applause for the actors. Yudai Yamaguchi, Sakaguchi, Arata Yamanaka. We'll be in the lobby of the gallery for a little bit if you want to play their own autograph. Please come and say hi or challenge Pat to a fight if you have the guts to do it. Thanks very much. If you have some time, stick around. At 10:15, we're going to start another movie with a connection to some of the people who made this film called Horny House of Horror.